I'd like to call to order the Peabody Planning Board meeting agenda for Thursday, March 20th, 2025, held at 7 p.m. at Peabody City Hall, Wigan Auditorium, 24 Lowell Street, Peabody, Massachusetts. First item on the agenda is the approval of the minutes of March 6, 2025.
Mr. Chairman, move approval of the minutes of the meeting of March 6th, 2025.
We have a second?
Second.
Second, Dr. Otto. All those in favor?
Aye.
Unanimous. Thank you. Next item on the agenda is A&R and Land Court. Have none. Section C, Site Building Permit Plan Reviews. First item is 0 Hardy Street, map 85, lot 001. Continued from the meeting 3/20/2025.
Mr. Chairman, I had spoke with Attorney Kelty, who is representing the client in this. We are still awaiting the revised plan that Attorney Kelty had mentioned at the previous meeting. So Attorney Kelty submitted a letter yesterday requesting a continuance to the next meeting. So if the board so chooses to wish to accept the late ad and then vote to continue it, they can.
I'll accept the motion on the late ad.
Mr. Chairman, move to accept a late correspondence from Attorney John R. Kelty regarding 0 Hardy Street, requesting that we continue this matter until April 3rd, 2025, and I move that we do continue this matter until April 3rd, 2025.
Second.
We have a second?
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Unanimous. Thank you. Next item on the agenda is 60 Pulaski Street, map 53, lot 85. This was continued from the meeting of 3/20/2025.
Mr. Chairman, if you remember, Attorney Kelty had mentioned that, and DPW had written a memo stating that they will need this to be reviewed for traffic. So the peer review is still out. There seemed to be a little bit of confusion with sending the contract out, but this is being peer reviewed at the moment, and where there was nothing back, Attorney Kelty had submitted a letter yesterday, another late ad, if the board so chooses to wish, to vote to accept, and then to vote to accept the continuance as well, a request for continuance.
Have a motion to accept the late ad.
Mr. Chairman, move to accept a late correspondence from Attorney John R. Kelty regarding 60 Pulaski Street, requesting that the matter be continued to the April 3rd, 2025 meeting, and that we do continue the matter until that April 3rd, 2025 meeting.
Have a second?
Second.
Dr. Otto, second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Unanimous. Thank you. Next item on the agenda is 1012 Monroe Street, map 85, lot 2H and 2L. This was also continued from the meeting of 3/20/2025.
Mr. Chairman, I spoke to Attorney Kelty about this. Attorney Kelty still owes this board his affordable housing application for this project, as it needs to meet our inclusionary zoning ordinance. Further, we received a memo from Mr. Bob Langley, who is reviewing the engineering on this. We have that memo. We'll provide it to the board for their packets for their next meeting. But in speaking to Attorney Kelty, until we have that application, we cannot vote. So he has submitted a letter requesting a continuance. It was also a late ad. So if the board wishes to do the same as it has previously done with the others.
Mr. Chairman, move to receive a late correspondence dated March 19th, 2025, from Attorney John R. Kelty regarding 10-12 Monroe, that the matter be continued till April 3rd, 2025 meeting, and that we so continue the matter to the April 3rd, 2025 meeting.
Second.
Dr. Otto, second. All those in favor? Unanimous. Thank you. Next item on the...
So the Public Services memo was submitted. The board can accept it as a late ad if they want to discuss it this evening, but where Attorney Kelty is not here, we can just put it in the packets for next week and there'll be no need. Or, I guess, sorry, it will not be put in your packets next week. I would say take it with you, and that at the next meeting we'll discuss it.
Next item on the agenda is a letter from Paul DiBiase, manager, PV Living LLC, dated 26/2024, referencing Stonegate subdivision.
Mr. Chairman, I've spoken with both engineering and Mr. Hugo DiBiase regarding this. If you remember correctly, they are requesting a release of the bond that they have on site. They believe that they have completed it. DPW has provided them a list of items that they still needed prior to them giving an okay to release. DPW is still working with PBD Living or DiBiase companies on this project or on this property. I talked with our city engineer, Jim Nicholas, this afternoon. He mentioned that he'll be submitting a letter to the board very soon with an update of the items that still need to be completed before an acceptance or a release is given. It's in hopes both of engineering and Mr. DiBiase that there is a common ground found between now and the next meeting, so I believe they will probably be here for the April 3rd meeting seeking a release.
Thank you, Drew. Correspondence.
There was a letter submitted by Mr. DiBiase requesting a continuance to the April 3rd meeting if the board so chooses to wish to accept the late ad and then vote to continue.
I don't have that one.
It's the email.
It's the email.
Yeah.
Mr. Chairman, move to receive a late correspondence.
We have a second? Second, Dr. Otto. All those in favor? Unanimous. Thank you. We have also correspondence dated March 12, 2025, for 60 Pulaski Street and 0 Hardy and 10 Monroe from the fire department.
Yep. Oh, Mr. Chairman, we reached our attorney Kelty.
Thank you. Other matters properly before the board? Oh. You.